This is Disclosure Now, a show where we expose the truths that are nefariously hidden from humanity. Today, Cataphilian and Archie react to the testimony of individuals who claim to have seen interdimensional beings appear at Miami's Bayside Mall on January 1st, 2024.
Okay, welcome everyone. So, in an effort to do things a little more with current times and be more off the cuff and just kind of stay with the program here, um, I thought I'd go into current events really, and we could go into this Miami Mall incident,
Yes.
which seems to be what on a lot of people's minds are talking about. I'm gonna do a screen share here now. And one of the big things people are talking about is just how basically some sort of portal appeared or some sort of entities appeared. And so I want to give credit to my friend Mergem. I don't know if that's their real name or whatever but thank you very much for kind of sending me this link right here to Reddit, which kind of I looked into it a little bit. I think this is the first link that I came to. And of course, there's always use discernment, but I've noticed that I kind of looked into it a little bit, and it seems like people are all saying the same thing.
Miami just a few nights ago. Now, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to make this video because I think I've already been blacklisted online from a couple different places, but I'm very pro free speech, so I'm going to tell the truth anyway about what I saw. Now, I'm driving down in Miami with a girlfriend pretty late at night, and I suddenly see hundreds, and I mean hundreds of cop cars swarming the entire city, the entire area. You could literally hear the sirens from over a mile away. I've never seen anything like this. Guys, I've been in Miami 3 years and I've never seen a response like this. I genuinely thought that there was some kind of terrorist attack. It was honestly frightening. So obviously I'm curious. I pull up the car, we get out and we start talking to people. People are pretty calm. I'm talking to them. I'm asking them what's going on. And one person told me that they were at the Bayside marketplace. And again, these are their words. I kid you not. They told me that they saw a creature. I know it sounds ridiculous. 7 feet tall, walking around. I was like, this is insane. So I asked, I'm like, this person's crazy. I go and talk to another woman who's there in a state of actual panic. And she tells me that she saw something out of a movie. She said it looked like Alien from the Alien film in the 1980s, I think she said it was. It's insane. So I get out my phone, right? Because I want to film this and I want to get these interviews for you guys because no one's going to believe what happened. And so I get out my phone and I start recording. The police come running over to me and they take my phone and make me delete the couple seconds that I recorded. And then they ushered me along. Obviously, this is Miami PD, the cops in America. I don't want to mess with them. They're not like the cops in England. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I delete the footage and I move along. Anyway, I get back into my car and I see choppers in the sky. And it's just insane because the police are saying the official story is that there were just juvenile kids playing with fireworks. Why was there a chopper in the sky? Why were there hundreds, and I mean hundreds of police cars? Why did it look like some kind of 9/11 response? I've never seen anything like this. I really couldn't believe it. Anyway, so there's these choppers in the sky and they're shining these lights down as if they're like looking for something. And I see a small glimpse of something. I don't know what it was. It didn't look like juvenile kids playing. It looked like something that wasn't human, and it actually freaked me out. So we got back into the car, we started driving, and then you could see, and you guys can look this up, the electricity in the surrounding area went out. Explain that to me. Why does the electricity in the surrounding area go out just because some kids are playing with fireworks? It makes no sense. But guys, look, all I know is the Epstein files have just come out. This seems like one massive distraction. This same thing happened when Ghislaine was in court. There was a massive distraction. We had the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard saga, which distracted people for weeks. So something weird is going on. We need to be vigilant. And if you're ever in that kind of situation, make sure you're recording and, the police don't snatch your phone like they did with me.
So I find that very interesting that she said that it's a distraction, but yet she was there and she believes it really happened.
Yeah,
I
that's what
that
I've heard a lot of people saying too, that it's just a distraction from the Epstein list getting released.
so maybe we can go into that in this video too, perhaps. But here's another guy. Um,
Yo, what up? What up? Peace, peace, peace. Good morning. Yo, I just got back from Miami like this morning, and I was over there when all that shit went down at the mall. You know, and there was some stuff going on. Yeah, there was some teenagers involved, and I'll tell you that because I was there. I'll break it down to you as far as like what went down and stuff like that. But there was a bunch of teens, right? And they had some little fucking little like a radio, like a little DVD player. They were fucking around with it. They were like, yeah, watch this, watch this, watch this.
no, this guy's really hard to listen to. It's like
Yeah.
it's like he just smoked 12 joints.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm gonna skip this guy. Let's
I
go to
think
this
there are
guy.
probably some people who are.
There's got to be people
It's
riding
bullshit.
the train.
Yeah.
Like, and I almost wonder with this woman up here. Like, I almost got some vibes from her that she wasn't being genuine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's my intuition being off, but let's see what this guy has to say. And we don't know. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, y'all? I'm here to set the record straight, man. Like, I literally have been getting interrogated by the Miami Police Department for days, my dude.
I don't believe this
look at
guy
me.
either.
Yeah.
Set the record straight,
I don't
man.
believe it. Sorry if that frustrates anyone, but I just don't. I don't believe that one
Yeah,
either.
that's the frustrating thing. It's like anybody can just go on TikTok.
Because I want to clear up some of the.
say that they were there.
All right, so I had to come in my basement and film this. This shit is so crazy. I'm posting this, and I want y'all to repost, save this video, post it on other platforms
This
before
guy
it
feels
gets
a little
taken
bit
down.
more
Because
genuine.
I want to clear up some of this misinformation
just
about the
intuition-wise,
Bayside
but
Mall
let's
incident
listen
that
to him.
happened. So me and my girl was in town, and we were shopping at the mall, and we noticed a lot of kids there. It wasn't a real big deal at first until they got to arguing and shoving, and then like weapons got brought in, and they started fighting, running all over the mall, chaos just all over the place. So we thought we heard gunshots, but it turns out that was actually fireworks. But either way, that caused everybody to start rushing for the doors. People was leaving stuff behind. I mean, just dragging their kids. It was just complete fucking chaos, man. Anyway, so as we running, we look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And shit, we just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't say that was aliens, but I can say that was not human. It was not human. And they online, I don't know if they're trying to cover this stuff up, but they saying that it was police officers and somebody, not shadowy figures. It's 2024, man. It's something going on. There's something going on, and they trying to cover it up. A lot of people saw what I saw, and like I say, it was so much chaos ensued that it was just hard to let that sink in, that we was realizing what we looking at. I mean, it's something.
Okay, so there's quite a few of these, so I think we get the gist here. We're gonna move on. If you want to watch the rest of this, QBand000 on TikTok, you can find them yourself and watch it on there, and maybe we'll even have more testimony on it if you look at that. And then I'm also hearing about there were ships around the area that night.
I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just.
Oh, what's going on?
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami, and I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey, did you have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it? What? Can you at least say like whatever? So okay, so they're saying it's like a fight broke out. Why did they send so many police cars? Are you serious? You can't say anything? You're no help, dude.
Okay, so that's interesting. That did not seem staged.
Yeah. It could just be that it's an ongoing investigation. That's why they have to be so close-lipped about
I feel
it,
like his
but-
dad would probably not be so weird about it if that was the case.
Yeah.
He would say it's not aliens, I'm just not allowed to talk about anything.
Were shut down that night. But that's a lie. I had no problem finding them, and I'm going to play them for you and prove everything I'm saying. What you'll hear is that on that night, around 8:15 p.m., there was a reported theft at the Margaritaville at the Bayside Mall.
So you're going to take clear for 27 at Bayside, 401 Biscayne Boulevard, Margaritaville. That was the complainant's first.
The cop got there on scene and saw that there were over 100 people sitting in the parking lot having what he called a car rally, but none was ever scheduled with the mall.
Yeah, so there seems to be a car show going on back there. I don't have I'm going to see if I can make contact with someone at the FTX arena, see if they have this scheduled for the rear of the arena.
And there was a fight that started between people hitting each other with sticks, and there were too many of them, so they called in more cops that blocked off the street, formed a line, and started to push the people out because it was a riot.
So when did this happen? The first?
Yeah, it was just like about maybe like a couple days ago, I think, is when I started to see stuff about it on TikTok.
Because the thing is like says it happened on the first, so this scanner's on the first.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't
it? Well, yeah, but I just think
Just leaving the first 32 o'clock.
1/24, is that like he's just showing like
Southeast 13, Southeast 13. I'm turning with a bird by Hispanic male in a teal shirt, blue jeans, but he's still in the scene. 2019, just a minute. Yeah, so I'm unable to make contact with the FTX. I don't think they have anyone working here, but there's over 100 cars in the back and probably more than 100 people. I'm not sure if they're going to attempt to take over here on Biscayne 8. Just check with the crew and see how they want to handle it. If not, it should be curious. I got a 3 basis. 422, should be clear, shooting 332 Foxtrot, 4424, 315. So we have 401 Biscayne at Bayside at Margaritaville. It's a large group of people fighting, and they're avoiding risks en route. Also, security unable to hold the crowd. A knife was seen. That's only 27, 4422.
True core manager, friend. They're going to be at Margaritaville?
It's Margaritaville. Youth driving on the 3, there was a large crowd of 20 or more juveniles fighting with sticks, and a blade was seen, and then pushing each other towards the water. No description on the person with the blade. Units carried. All units do not approach. Just hang back on the boulevard and
Okay, so basically this seems to be like an explanation, the alibi, if you will. However, I'm not sure. I'll be skeptical, but also I'm not gonna just I'll be like, maybe this is true and it was some sort of incident where they needed 100 cop cars or whatever it was, but
Well, we had a few years ago, we had something similar happen at the mall in our hometown. Do you remember that?
and not that many cops showed up, but it's
Yeah.
also a much smaller town.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is apparently from there. And they're all wearing masks. Doesn't fit the time period to me. Because like I don't think people in Miami are wearing masks.
Yeah.
So I think this is from the Miami Mall. So we've got a lot of
Yeah,
frustrating.
it's probably fake.
We've got a lot of frustrating stuff going on here.
Yeah,
It's really hard to
that's-
tell the truth.
That's the frustrating part about TikTok is
Clout
it's-
chasers.
Yeah, it's a great way for people to come on and say, hey, this is what the news isn't telling you, this is what's not showing you, so on and so forth. But also there's a lot of clout chasers. There's a lot of people who like want to create their own ARG, and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of personally, I'm just kind of taking this all with a grain of salt at the moment, but we'll see what else comes
Well,
out.
let's see what this guy has to say.
I saw the 10 feet alien. I'm gonna give you my testimony right now. So what I saw, I was just standing in the side of the mall, and then I saw everybody running towards the center of the mall. As everybody's running towards the center of the mall, I went to try to take out my phone. But as soon as I got to my phone, I looked up and I see this 10 feet creature just like moving side to side. The images was like cutting in and out. It wasn't clear. He was fading in and out of like reality, I guess. And then 3 other ones appeared and they was fading in and out of reality too. It's like they wanted to be here, but it's like we had the power to see them, but we couldn't see them all the way. Like we needed to have, I don't know, or they needed to come all the way out. I don't know. But it was a little shaky. The cops came. It was like 1 million cops out there. It was nasty. And then they asked everybody for their phones right before we departed. So they made a perimeter around these aliens, and they was checking everybody's phones. But I got somebody with a picture and a video. And he's from Miami. He's a resident of Miami and from Orlando. And he was at the mall too. So me and him became cool when he was running away. I was like, "Yo, you got that?" He was like, "Yeah, I got that." So me and him are in contact, and he's just scared to release the video, I guess. But I'm gonna have the video because we cool.
I don't think we're gonna see any videos because they have the ability to get rid of that stuff. All right, let's look at this. This is
this is the actual. This is what I was saying.
Whoa, what the heck is that thing? Hold on. You can kind of see one of them. Hold up.
What is it?
I'm gonna put the cursor where it appears. It appears like right over here. Right there. It looks like it just kind of appears, but then again, that is what people are saying, is they're just kind of appearing. I don't know. Look at that thing. Yeah, that thing is huge. It's exactly what people are describing this. Yeah, let's not over here. No more CGI expert or anything. I do also know it's just like an excuse they can always use. Oh, it's CGI, and I don't want to give them that. All right, what is this guy saying?
There at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it. But I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister, and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not going to say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all three of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But yeah, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And they're tall, so we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there, and the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, "Yo, let's go." He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. It's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so that we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then a cop stopped us. They took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw, and we told them what we saw. They wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking, and it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, that it was just interesting, the police response, because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like an already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know, like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home, because we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure, like, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something like really big. But at the same time, it's confusing because like you want to kind of like show people. Like I wish I took a video, man. Like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying.
All right, so that's pretty
That's
interesting.
Pretty
That's
compelling, I'd say.
yeah, I think that's pretty compelling as well.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't know if it's 100% the truth or not, but that seemed like a person who was being incredibly honest and just wants to tell their story. What did you think about what he said about what it's like when you see a paranormal thing for the first time?
Yeah, you kind of don't know how to comprehend it, right? So I don't know. I think we kind of get the picture, like some sort of weird creatures just like appeared. This is so blurry and fucked. Like, come on,
That's probably,
that's
yeah.
terrible. Like,
So, do you think that why do you think that these beings were why these beings were there? Do you think they were summoned there, or they were just drawn to it, or why would
well, it sort
something
of
like
sounds
this
like it was an
happen?
accident, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sort of sounds like they didn't intend to have this happen. That's what it seems like. It seems like some sort of glitch or like some sort of thing where like maybe they're trying to observe us, which might not be a good thing. And then some sort of glitch happened because people keep on saying glitch, and like they phased into our reality, like if not slightly, literally fully, like that one where the guy said, you see that one where. All right, everyone. So I can't end the video there because I found this and I just wanted to point something out. Oh, it opens up in a new window.
Viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. Is actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday.
So don't believe your own eyeballs. That's just like a trick of the light.
Hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
So they're trying to make a big joke of it. Now look at this photo. Now what this is a photo right here of how when the Phoenix Light incident happened, okay, the governor tried to make a big joke of it. He invited this guy on stage in an alien costume because he didn't know how just go away. He didn't know how to react to it. So he just made a big joke of it. I don't know where the photo, that the only reason I clicked on this article is just to see that photo and it just went away. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's here's another photo of
Yeah, I
it.
can see it.
So
pretty well.
This is what this guy did. And now let's listen to what he has to say about that incident now, all these years, years later.
March 13th, 1997. This event called Lights Over Phoenix. What did you see?
Well, I saw a huge craft just kind of come right over Squaw Peak. That was, it was just breathtaking. And I'm not sure about the date. You've got a better memory for the dates than I do. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy clearly saw a UFO. He's admitting to it, but yet when it happened, he made a huge joke out of it. That's how they respond to this stuff. That's how they deal with it. That's how they have their little press conferences and quell the public reaction. and it works well. I wonder how many people just go, "Oh yeah, that's a trick of the light. Yeah, no, that's not an alien." Anyway, just had to share that. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.